Good afternoon. I call the regular board meeting to order. GCC regular board meeting, June the 10th, 2025 at 4:45 p.m. Roll call. Mr. Mark Anderson.
Here.
Mr. Harry Block.
Here.
Mr. Bruce Mandrake.
Here.
Mr. Jack Turner.
Absent.
Lily Campbell present. Welcome, everyone. Do we have public comments at this time?
We have no public comments.
No public comments. Well, again, welcome to this board meeting. Board members, it will be a very short board meeting. We only have one item on the board for today. So please, let's give our attention. Superintendent, do you have anything you want to tell us right now?
I do. Thank you, Madam President and members of the board, and to our wonderful audience. Really, my largest report out today for the superintendent's update is we just completed last week with Sava the final graduation, promotion, end-of-year celebration, and I will just say to the board, really some great events and activities that we had across all of our schools. It feels like it's a lot of work during those weeks, but I also want to affirm our central office staff and directors. You may have noticed that we had a few more at our events. Again, just showing our sites that they're supported and they're cared for. I also want to affirm our administrators for doing a great job of leveling up our events, and overall, can you just cut me off?
The light's not even on.
Yeah, what's
Yes.
Oh, that light. Okay. Overall, really good, strong events. And with that being said, that's my report.
And I do want to agree with you. It was a very busy couple of weeks, but it was very rewarding. And to see so many of our staff people with us and our board members, it was great. And the graduations, again, just for the schools, and promotions was very good and very rewarding. So I personally want to thank all of the staff, the members who worked so hard for the students to make it a pleasant events, and it was quite pleasant events. So thank you. And so, anything else at this point? So with that, we are going to move to the reason why we are here today, which is under curriculum and instruction. And we have a public hearing, FY 2020 fiscal year 2025-26 Local Control Accountability Plan, LCAP, public hearing. So we will now, the board will now open the public hearing on the 2025-26 Local Control Accountability Plan for all of GCC schools. Are there public comments? Are there any members of the public who would like to comment on this item?
We have no public comments.
No public comments at this time. Then we will turn it over to our presenter, Mr. Maury Elliott, who will lead the board through our information.
All right, well, good evening, President Campbell, Superintendent Sample, and members of the board. I'm going to provide a brief overview of our LCAP process and the goals and actions within it tonight. This should look familiar to you. Last year was year one of this current LCAP cycle. This is year two, and we have made very little changes in regards to our goals and actions. So first off, to remind you guys that LCAP is a 3-year plan that describes the goals, actions, and services to support specifically unduplicated students, low-income, foster, and English learner students within our 9 GCC schools. And the LCAP provides an opportunity for LEAs to share their stories of how, what, and why programs and services are selected to meet the needs of those students. Slide, please. Engaging educational partners is a key component of this process, and our 9 schools do this through a number of different ways during the school year. Those different ways to engage partners include staff meetings, school site council, ELAC and DLAC committee meetings, family engagement nights, and surveys to students, families, and our community partners. Slide, please. Goals 1, 2, and 3, again, these have not changed since last year. Goal 1 is to develop college and career-ready students. Goal 2 is to increase academic growth, specifically working on closing the achievement gap for our unduplicated students. And Goal 3 is to foster a positive culture and climate through providing a safe learning environment. Again, all of these goals line up perfectly with our strategic action framework that our school sites work on throughout the year, just to bring alignment in all the different work that we do together. Slide, please. The actions within those 3 goals are very similar, all reaching towards preparing students to be career ready, close the achievement gap, and provide a strong culture at school sites. And the specific things that we fund are certificated and classified staff, intervention teachers, student support specialists, and paraeducators, specifically for academic intervention across all content areas. We provide professional development with LCAP funds to equip teachers with necessary tools to help close the achievement gap with our unduplicated students. We provide funding for classroom supplies and materials, and we also fund events and activities to promote family and student engagement. Slide, please. Last year, when I presented, we talked about EPIC being our one school that qualified for equity multiplier dollars. This year, the data didn't hit, and we didn't get new funding for the equity multiplier, but we do still have leftover dollars from last year. So when you look at our LCAP plan for EPIC, they have a Goal 4 and a Goal 5 specifically geared towards EL intervention teachers and paraeducators to support our English learners. And then in the chronic absenteeism realm, we've already hired and have had a parent liaison that we use these dollars to help support. Again, that is our only school with equity multiplier funds, and we expect those dollars to be fully expended by the end of the 25-26 school year. And with that, my presentation is done, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have on our LCAP.
You know, I was reading 76, 78 pages, and you finished with those 76, 77.
I could dive into about the 120 different actions specifically, but I'll save that for the mid-year report when we give a detailed budget overview of how we've spent our dollars.
How we
during
spent
the
our
year.
dollars, yeah. Board members, any comments, any questions? Anything, you know, when you were going through that, I was kind of relaying in my mind those things that I have read at the school level, you know, in terms of the surveys, in terms of where we are academically. If there's one of them, I remember math was a big area of concern, and how the schools were working on that area of concern. So, you know, it's all written down.
It's all written down. It's a lot of work from our administrators, our central office team.
A lot of words, as we say.
A lot of words. You know, and I'll just throw out a few affirmations to our budget office. Valerie and her team, it's a lot to track the specific expenditures for all of those actions, and they do a very good job at it. And then for our principals to keep track of it and to make sure they're using it effectively and impactfully is a big process, and our teams do a great job.
It is a big process. When you read it, you know it's a big process. Yeah. Yeah. Any comments, board members? All right.
Thank you.
At this time, hearing no other comments or hearing no one from the public, I will close the public hearing. So thank you very much, Mr. Elliott, for bringing us up to date on what we should know and what the LCAP is all about. So thank you. Anything else on this item? Yes. Okay. All right. Hearing nothing else. Superintendent, you don't have anything else on this item?
Nothing on this item.
All right. Then we will move to, and I did close the item out. Yeah, and it is not an item that we vote on. We don't vote on it until next week.
Yeah, I was going to say, and Madam
right.
President, just so you'll kind of know, and the board will know, as well as our public, tonight's the first step in a two-part, kind of two-step series. At your next board meeting, you will take action.
We will take action on it. Yeah, I just
Along with
wanted to
our
make
budget.
sure the board understood that we won't take action until next week. So, with that, we shall move into item 12, board comments. Okay.
I just want to say I attend. I attend a lot of graduations, and the ones that I enjoyed the most was the seniors that spoke. And I think we can do a book behind what they've done because they talk about how they accomplished and got a degree. And some of them went through homeless, no parents, and all of this. You know, it really touched my heart. It had me almost in tears at one time. I had to drop my head so nobody could see me. But it was beautiful. And that's what I said. It was great. So I see that we're doing some great things with the young peoples in this community.
Thank you.
I want to echo what Mr. Block said as well. I was very impressed with the speakers that we had and the teachers and the administrators. You know, I remember going through high school and I thought, you know, when graduation time came, it was more of a process, where this is much more engaging. I mean, it's personalized. The messaging that was given to the students was very moving, as Harry said. So I just want to thank the staff for the thoughts and the preparation that went into having these promotions and graduations. It was excellent.
And I want to give got a handout. And to Superintendent Jason, who were keynote speakers at several of the graduations, the high school graduations. Really thank you for putting forth the effort and the words that you had of encouragement and you can do it kind of thing. So thank you both for the time that you spent being the keynote speakers. I think you two were the only ones. Was there anyone else? I don't think so. Oh, you were. Oh, yes. Miss Joy, please forgive me. Yeah, you were with GIS. Yes, thank you. We got some great people in this organization who are really talented and up for the challenges of whatever the organization needs. So thank you. All right. Anything else for the good of the organization? Our next board meeting?
Our next board meeting is going to be next Tuesday, June 17th at 4:45.
June 17th. Okay. Board members, you got that? Got it. You got it? Okay. And that will be our organization meeting too. So certainly hope to be here. And then the vote on the LCAP. So, all right. So if there's nothing else for the good of the organization, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
So move.
Second.
Second. All in favor of the meeting adjournment at 5 minutes to 5? Voting sign of aye. Aye. Meeting's adjourned.